Hey everybody, this is Direwolf20 and I'm back with my final analysis on the Ender IO machines, the generator at least. The advanced generator is a little bit different and does do a better job of getting energy out of per bucket, but I'm still not sure that's really worth it either. But anyway, as you can see in the chart here, put together a little spreadsheet that shows you based on which capacitor is being used, how fast you're going through the fuel in millibuckets per tick, and how much fuel is being generated per tick, plus the total energy output. Now there are some caveats to that. Some of the higher level capacitors generate less energy. I haven't had a chance, and honestly it's not worth the effort to go through to figure out how much is being changed, but just for an example, as I saw in my field test of the empowered oil when I used all three types and watched for the full finished fuel output, it was 630,000 RF instead of the 700,000 RF, and that's basically because of the way it's multiplying it out when it's using the octadic capacitor. I don't know why it works that way. I don't know what formula he's using, but I mean, just a simple mathematical, calculation, the RF per tick and the millibuckets per tick, you got 3,000 millibuckets in there, or you're using 3 millibuckets per tick multiplied by the empowered oil, that's 630, and he's just bringing it out by a factor of about 1,000, I think. Yeah, that would put it at 630,000, so that might be the formula he's using, but I did not include any of the cooling information because on a whole, as I looked through all of it, as I tested it, the ice and cryothium were used up faster than the water, usually in order of magnitude, a factor of 10. So if something would be using up 10 water, the next one would be using up, crushed ice would be going through like 2 or 3 millibuckets per tick. And the well, anyway, it was just you were going through the cryothium very quickly, because it would be using up 1 millibucket of water in 10 ticks versus the cryothium, which was going pretty much a millibucket per tick on almost all the examples. I didn't do extensive testing on there, so but it didn't seem to make any difference no matter what kind of refrigerant I used as to the amount of energy that was gotten out of it. So it really, I didn't see any point in trying to map out all the variables for the water, crushed ice, and all that. Someone else who's a little more attentive to detail may want to do that, but this is basically an easy chart to show you how much what fuels work best. Obviously the more refined fuels like refined fuel, rocket fuel, even empowered oil is pretty good, but they're like refined fuel gets 300 RF per tick and gives you a total output of 2 million RF, which is actually really good. Some of the others like kerosene took a while to go to create that, but it goes through fuel slower. Protein is a good one. LPG gas, LPG fuel from pneumatic is pretty good. Those took a long time. One bucket of LPG gas took, I think it was like 10 minutes to go through. So yeah, it's not a high R output, but if you're worried about going through fuel quickly, and you're doing other stuff and you're not in a high energy state, it works pretty well. So anyway, I've been talking long enough. This is just one screen of the video, but I wanted to leave it up there so you could take a look at it and analyze and see what might help you or what might interest you. But anyway, this is Direwolf20, and that's all I have to say about this topic. If I run across other things, I may do videos on other stuff. So I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.